Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And right side, Henry's got it.
And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. On first down, Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They run the counter. Harris, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A huge play there for Chicago.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On play action, Fields.
They'll roll him out right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Jones. The pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is born. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Second down. It's Harris. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Jones' throw there complete to Myers.
He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. On the give, this is Harris. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's got it.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Fields now to throw.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Dietrich Wise gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
A CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They hand this off to Harris. And running with power here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to throw. Jones.
That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots.
Nelson Aguilar. As the first half is winding down.
And the Patriots would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Here's Cohen now to return.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears take over the first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's Cohen now to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Judon in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Here's Fields.
Flushed under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. 3rd and long. It's Fields.
He's got Burton here. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Fields.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down. They snap it to Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Off play action, Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Bourne. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for New England.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. This one to Bourne out on the left side. Touchdown! Kendrick Bourne, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Cohen now to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trick. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise Jr. picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
To throw is Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
On fourth down, Fields.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Fields on first down.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Matt Judon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Second and 20.
Another try after the first down sack.
Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a third and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Jones on 1st down. He's going to look downfield for Henry.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Off the play fake. Jones. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
Brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's caught by Myers.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Back to throw again.
That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots.
Nelson Aguilar with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Patriots are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On play action, Fields.
Forced out to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. On the return is Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.